next model, sir, raw material valuation. That means landed cost. From supplier point to stores point, how much cost incurred? First we have to calculate total cost incurred from supplier to stores point. Then divide with the good quantity of raw material. That means input quantity minus normal loss. That is the net input. We get cost per unit. After unit cost calculation, then calculate cost of abnormal loss. Okay, right. So if abnormal loss is there, then first we have to calculate unit price and then calculate cost of abnormal loss. Okay, right. So 17th problem, sir. Problem number 17. An invoice in respect of consignment of chemicals A and B provides the following information. An invoice in respect of consignment of chemicals A and B provides the following information. Here two material items are purchased. Namely A and B. So that is chemical A and chemical B. Chemical A purchase quantity 10,000 Ks at the rate of 10 rupees per kg. That is unit price per kg of raw material. Unit price per kg of raw material 10 rupees. Next, chemical B purchase quantity 8,000 Ks. Unit price per kg of raw material 13 rupees per kg. 13 rupees per kg. Value 1,04,000. 1,04,000. So problem number 17. Right. So here two raw materials are purchased. Chemical A, quantity, amount. Chemical B, quantity, amount. Particulars. Okay. Right. Sir, invoice price or invoice value. Invoice price or invoice value. Purchase quantity of chemical A 10,000 Ks. 10,000 Ks at the rate of 10 rupees per kg. That is unit price per kg of raw material 10 rupees. Value 1 lakh. Next, unit price per kg of raw material B 8,000 Ks. 10,000 Ks, so the 8,000 Ks. At the rate of 13 rupees per kg, value 1,04,000. 1,04,000. Right. Right. Then charge all expenses up to stores point. Any expenses incurred up to stores point related to raw material purchase. So then added. We get total raw material purchase cost. Next, any normal loss arises as per industry norms that should be deducted. Net input. So value by net input we get raw material unit price, inflated unit price of raw material. After completion of unit price of raw material, then calculate cost of abnormal loss. Okay, right. Right, sir. Expenses, sir. Basics customs duty 10%, sir. Credit is not allowed. So input credit is not allowed. Input credit is not allowed. Already I have discussed in cost sheet. So problem, indirect taxes, GST. So, input tax, input credit is available or not available? Input credit is not allowed. If input credit is not allowed, that customs duty pass on to customer. So, simply it is added to raw material purchase cost. So, total invoice value 2,04,000, total invoice value 2,04,000 into 10%, 20,400, right, exactly correct. So, add customs duty, add customs duty. %. 10% of 1 lakh, 10,000. 10% of 1 lakh 4,000, 10,400. Next, sir. Freight charges, railway freight charges. So, this is the combined cost. So, 2 raw material items, total freight charges of 3,840. So, it is common overhead cost. It is apportioned on the basis of, on suitable basis. It is apportioned on a suitable basis. Sir, suitable base, sir. Railway freight charges is always based on quantity. Freight charges should be charged on the basis of weights. Railway freight charges should be charged on the basis of weights. So, total 3,840 is apportioned on the basis of weights. Weights ratio 10,000 is to 8,000, that is 10 is to 8. 10 is to 8. So, railway freight charges. Railway freight charges. Freight charges. Railway freight charges. Ratio 10 is to 8. That is 10 is to 8. So, total freight charges amount paid 3,840. So, 3,840 divided by 18 into 10. 3,840 divided by 18 into 10 is equal to 2,133. 2,133. Next, 3,840 divided by 18 into 8. Into 8. So, 3,840 divided by 18 into 8. So, 1,707, sir, 1,707. So, 1,707 plus 2,133, 3,840, exactly correct. Okay, right. Sir, all expenses charged to materials, right. So, finally, 10,000 case total cost, 10,000 case of chemical A total cost, 1,12,133, 1,12,133, 1,12,133. Next, 8,000 case total cost, 8,000 case total cost, 1,04,000 plus 10,400, 1 minute, 1,04,000 plus 10,400 plus 1,707 is equal to 1,16,107, 1,16,107, 1,16,107, right, right, right. Sir, finish. 1,12,133 divided by 10,000, then unit price of chemical A, 1,16,107 divided by 8,000, then unit price of chemical B. Sir, here there is a normal loss. See that a shortage of 500 Ks in chemical A and 320 Ks in chemical B is noticed due to normal breakage. Normal breakage means as per industry norms. As per industry norms, there is a expected quantity loss, or that is the normal shortage. Normal shortage, a shortage of 500 Ks in chemical A and 320 Ks in chemical is noticed due to normal breakage. So, normal condition, that means unavoidable quantity loss. Unavoidable quantity loss. So, shortage, less shortage, bracket low, normal. So, this quantity loss pass on to customer 500 Ks. So, ultimately good units rate per unit inflated 9,500, 1,12,133. So, before charging normal loss, rate per unit 1,12,133, 1,12,133 divided by 10,000 is equal 11.2133. After charging the normal loss, unit cost 1,12,133 divided by 9,500. So, 11.8035. 11.8035. So, before charging normal loss 11.2133, after charging normal loss, rate per unit is inflated, that is 11.8035. So, next to chemical B 320. So, total cost pass on to customer only for 7,000, 8,000 minus 320, 7,680 Ks. So, 1,16,107. So, right. Sir, then calculate, sir, unit price. Sir, one more thing is there. You are required to determine the rate per kg of each chemical, assuming a provision of 2% for further deterioration. Sir, inherent quality, there is an inherent quality. Due to inherent quality, in future 2% quantity loss is expected. That is also passed on to customer. So, less provision for further deterioration. 2%, sir. So, 9,500 into 2%, 190. Next, 7680 into 2%, 154. 7680 into 2%, 154, right. So, finally, 9,500 minus 190 equal to 9,310 Ks. 9,310 Ks. Next, 1,12,133. Next, 7680 minus 154. 7526. Right. Value 1,16,107. 1,16,107. Right. cost per kg of raw material. Cost per kg of raw material. So, find out you are required to determine the rate per kg, right. So, rate per kg of raw material. Rate per kg of raw material is equal to 1,12,133 divided by 9310 Ks. So, 1,12,133 divided by 9310 is equal to 12.04, sir. Please check the answer. 12.04, correct. So, 12.04 per kg. Next 1,16,107 divided by 7,526 Ks. So, 1,16,107 divided by 7,526 is equal to 15.43 per kg. 15.43 per kg. So, rate per kg. Suppose in the problem, if there is an abnormal loss, after completion of rate per kg, then calculate the cost of abnormal loss. Okay, right. So, here there is no abnormal loss, so that is not required. Okay, so completed, sir. Right. Next, sir, pricing issue method, sir. Pricing issue methods. Pricing issue methods. After finding the unit price per kg of raw material, then storekeeper is noted at this price. Then after that, issue program is started. So, here pricing issue methods are FIFO, LIFO, weighted average, simple average. So, CA Intel just 4 methods, that is sufficient. Okay, right. So, pricing issue methods. Number 1, FIFO. Number 2, LIFO. Next, weighted average. Number 4, simple average. Right. So, what is the FIFO? It is based on the assumption when goods received first are issued first. It is based on the assumption when goods received first are issued first. When it is suitable, sir? When it is suitable. When the prices are, when raw material prices are falling or rising. When raw material prices are falling. So, old prices are greater than the current prices. In that situation, FIFO method is the best suitable method. When prices are falling nature, old lots are in high prices, current lots are in low prices. So received first, issued first is the best in that situation. So under FIFO, goods received first, issued first. When it is suitable, when the raw material prices are falling, until that means raw material prices trend anedi downwards, sir. When the raw material prices are falling nature, in that situation, older prices are in high prices, older lots are in high prices, current lots are in low prices. So first older lots issued to the production. So this type of method is called FIFO method. Right. Exactly reverse LIFO. It is based on the assumption, goods received last are issued first. When it is suitable, when the prices are rising, that means when raw material prices are rising nature, in that case, old lots are in low prices, current lots are in high prices. So high prices lots first issued. So that is received last, issued first. So that is the LIFO method. When prices are up and downs, then the suitable method is weighted average method. When prices are up and downs, that is weighted average method. So first we have to complete FIFO method, LIFO method, weighted average method, and next discuss simple average method. Okay, right. First, AT Limited furnishes the following store transactions for September 2011. Okay. So September month store transactions are given. Opening balance. September 1st opening balance. 25 units value 162.5. Sir, price 162.5 divided by 25. 162.5 divided by 25 is equal to 6.5. So that is the opening balance. 6.5. That is the opening balance inventory rate per unit 6.5. Fourth issue, sixth purchase, seventh issue, 10th purchase, 10th return, sir, 12th issue, 13th issue, 15th purchase, 17th issue, 19th replacement, 20th return from department to department. Next, return from department. 22nd transfer to job. Next, 26th issue, 29th transfer from department A to department B. 30th September shortage in stock taking 2 units. So write up the priced stores ledger on FIFO method and discuss how you would treat the shortage in stock taking. So first prepare the stores ledger. So when here raw materials are issued to production department, when raw materials are issued to production department, at the time of issue, pricing is FIFO method. September 1st, opening balance 25 units, value 162.5. So per unit rate is 162.5 divided by 25 units, 6.5. September 4th issue, September 6th purchase, September 7th issue, September 10th return to B&Co, that is return to supplier, that is purchase returns. September 12th issue, September 13th issue, September 15th purchase, September 17th issue, September 19th replacement, September 20th returned from department, September 22nd transfer from one job to another job, September 26th issue, September 29th transfer from one department to another department, September 30th shortage. Okay, right. So these transactions are made in September month. So prepare stores ledger under FIFO method. So raw materials are issued to production department. At the time of issue, raw materials are valued on FIFO basis. On FIFO basis. Raw materials are valued on FIFO basis. So at the time of issue, pricing is very, very important. So here pricing under FIFO method. Here pricing under FIFO method. FIFO method means goods received first and issued first. Right. Let us take solution. Problem number 18. Problem number 18. Problem number 18. Right. Date, particulars, next 3 columns. First column indicates receipts. Second column indicates issues. Next, balance. Next, under each section 3 subcolumns are there. Quantity, rate per unit, amount. Next, quantity, rate per unit, amount. Next, quantity, rate per unit, amount. Right. First put up the opening balance, sir. Right. Here opening inventory 25 units, September 1st 2011, September 1st opening balance. So 25 units, value 162.5. 162.5. So 162.5 divided by 25, 6.5. So that is opening balance. That is opening balance. Right. Next, September 4th, sir. Issue request number, that is MRN number, material requisition note number, sir. So issue represents MRN number. Issue represents with the MRN number. Here MRN number is 85. So MRN number 85. So September 4th MRN number. Right. 8 units. 8 units. Okay. 8 units. Right. So this is issue. So issue represents with the MRN number. MRN number is 85. Right. Sir, issue. At the time of issue, you should follow FIFO method. So pricing under FIFO. received first, issued first. Only one lot is there out of 25. Out of 25, 8 units were issued to production. 8 units were issued to production. 8 into 6.5. 8 into 6.5. 52, sir. Remaining balance quantity 25 minus 8. 17. 6.5. 6.5 is equal to 110.5. 110.5. Okay, next. 6th, September 6th. Sir, receipts from B and Co. Supplier name B and Co, sir. So, goods received from supplier B and Co. GRN number. So, receipts represents with the GRN number. GRN means goods received note number. So, receipts are purchase. So, goods received note number. So, receipts represents with GRN number. GRN number 26 sama. GRN number 26. Right. Goods received quantity 50 units. Unit price 5.75. 5.75. Value, sir. 50 into 5.75. 287.5. 287.5. Right. How to record the balance, sir? First we have to write existing lots. Then take fresh purchase. First we have to write existing lots. 17, 6.5, 110.5. Then take fresh purchase. 50, 5.75, 287.5. 287.5. Okay. 6th completed, sir. Next, 7th, issue, sir. Issue represented with MRN number, sir. So, issue represented with the MRN number 97. MRN number 97. So, date, sir. Date 7th. 7th. Right. Sir, request, sir. Requested quantity 12 units. So, request 12 units, sir. So, 12 units were issued to production under FIFO method. So, FIFO received first. Sir, 17 units received first, sir. Out of 17, 12 units were issued to production. 12 into 6.5. 78, sir. 12 into 6.5, 78. Remaining balance, sir. So, out of 17, 12 units were issued to production. Balance 5. 6.5. So, 5 into 6.5. 32.5. Next, 50. 5.75. 287.5. 287.5. 287.5. 287.5. Right. Next, sir. So, 6th supplier name B and Co. Here B and Co. Just identification. Next, next date 10th, sir. 10th. 10th. Return to B and Co. Sir, goods received from B and Co. September 6th. September 10th, goods returned to B and Co. 10 units. So, goods returned to B and Co. B and Co. Sir, here receipts column is maintained, issue column is maintained, balance column is maintained. Sir, Mari, return column, sir. Return column, less, sir. How to posting, sir? How to post and simple, sir. Return is nothing, return is recorded in issue column. Return to B and Co is recorded in issue column. Issue column, right? Return to B and Co 10 units. So 6th 50 units purchased, sir. Out of 50, 10 units were returned. 10 units were returned. So 5.75. Same rate, 5.75. 57.5. 57.5. 57.5. Okay, return to B and Co 10 units, right? Next, right, balance. 5, 6.5, 32.5. Next, out of 50, 5.7 lot, 50, 10 units were returned to B and Co. So balance 40, sir. 5.75, 28.7.5. 28.7.5. So this is not issue, sir. This is return to supplier, sir. Okay. Successful 10th date completed. Next, 12th. 12th. 12th, sir. Right. 12th. 12th request. Issue. Issue represented with MRN number 108. Transaction 108. Okay. Sir, September 12th, sir. September 12th issues. So request number, that is MRN number, material requisition note number 108, sir. Material requisition note number 108. So 15 units. 15 units. So 15 units were issued to production. So at the time of issue, please pricing under FIFO method. Pricing under FIFO method, sir. Okay, right. So 12th MRN number 108. MRN number 108. MRN number 108. MRN number 108. 108. Right. Number of units were issued to production department. 15 units, sir. So at the time of issue, pricing under FIFO, sir. Pricing under FIFO. Quantity 15. So under FIFO, received first, issued first. Right. First 5, 6.5, 32.5. So request 12th 15 units. So 15 already 5 are issued. Remaining 10. Select the second lot, sir. 10, 5.75, 57.5, 57.5, 57.5. Right. Next, balance, sir. So balance 5 already issued, sir. Out of 40, 10 were issued. Remaining balance 30, 5.75, 5.75. So 30 into 5.75, 30 into 5.75 is equal to 172.5, sir. 172.5. 172.5. Right. 172.5. 172.5. Next date, sir. 13th. 13th. Issue, again issue sir, request number 110 sir, MRN number 110, MRN number 110 sir, 110, MRN number 110, right, 20 units request sir, request 20 units sir. So 20 units were issued to production department. At the time of issue, pricing under FIFO method. So pricing under FIFO method. Sir, only one lot is there sir. Out of 30, 20 were issued. So 20 into 5.75, 20 into 5.75, 20 into 5.75, that is equal 115. Remaining balance sir, 10, 5.75, 57.5, 57.5. So 57.5, 57.5, 57.5, 57.5, 57.5, right. Next date, 15th sir, 15th. Sir, 15th, receipts from B and Co, GRN number 33. So that is receipts. Receipts means purchase. So goods received from B and Co supplier. Goods received from supplier, that is B and Co, 25 units at the rate of 6.10. So in the month of September, second time goods received sir. Already first time September 6th sir. Next September 15th. So again goods received from supplier. So 25 units at the rate of 6.10. 6.10. So GRN number 33 sir. 33. GRN number 33. Right. 25 units at the rate of 6.10. 25 units at the rate of 6.10. 25 into 6.10 is equal 152.5. 152.5. 152.5. Right. Sir, balance sir. How to write balance? First we have to write, we have to put up the existing lots, then take fresh purchase sir. First we have to put up the existing lots. Existing lots 10, 5.75, 57.5. Then take fresh lots sir. 25, 6.10, 152.5. 152.5. So 15th completed sir. Next 17th sir. 17th again request. So MRN number 121 sir. 17th MRN number 121. Right. Request sir 10 units. So 10 units were issued to production. So pricing under FIFO sir. At the time of issue, pricing, units are pricing under FIFO. Units are pricing under FIFO. FIFO means goods received first, issued first. Right. So request 10 units sir. So goods received first 10 units or issued to first 10 into 5.75. So 57.5. 57.5. So remaining balance 25, 6.10, 152.5. 152.5. 152.5. 152.5. Right. Next. Next sir. 17th completed. Next 19th sir. Goods received replacement from supplier. So in September 10th, goods returned to supplier 10 units sir. So replacement is done on September 19th sir. So 6th purchase, sir, September 6th purchase, out of which 10 units were returned to supplier. Next, September 19th, replacement. Goods received as replacement from vendor should be treated as fresh purchase. Should be treated as fresh purchase. Goods received as replacement from vendor. Goods received as replacement from vendor should be treated as fresh purchase. Fresh purchase. Very, very important note point, sir. So, goods received as replacement from vendor should be treated as fresh purchase. Should be treated as fresh purchase. So, date 19th, sir. 19th. So, replacement from supplier. Goods replacement, sir. Goods replacement. Goods replacement. Goods replacement. Goods replacement. That is GRN number 38. GRN number 38. Okay, right. Goods received as replacement from vendor should be treated as fresh supply. So, it is posted in receipt side. So, 10 units, sir. 10 units. 10 units. So, 10 units. Rate, sir. So, 6th purchase, sir. 10th return, sir. 19th replacement, sir. So, these 3 transactions, so rate will be same, sir. Rate 5.75. 5.75. So, 5.75. 5.75. 57.5. 57.5. So, next. Write down the balances, sir. First, we have to write existing lot, sir. 25, 6.10, 152.5. Next, goods received as replacement from vendor should be treated as fresh supply. So, 10, 5.75. So, 57.5. 57.5. 57.5. 57.5. 57.5. Next, 20th, sir. Returned from department material of M&Co. Material return request number. MRR ante material return request number. So, MRR means material return request number 5 units, sir. Returned from production department. Material returned from production department. So, material returned from production department, sir. Sir, that material was purchased from M&Co. Sir, in September, there is no M&Co, sir. Yes, sir, previously, and before months, August or July or June. So, previously, supplier name is M&Co, sir. So, M&Co nunchi purchase cheసిన material. So, material purchased from M&Co, materials purchased from M&Co. So, 5 units. These units returned from production department. Earlierly some quantity issued to production department. That quantity is purchased from M&Co. So, after completion of job, still 5 units were there. So, that 5 units were returned to stores department. Stores department. This should be treated as receipts. Okay, right. So, 20th September, sir. MRR number 4. MRR number 4. So, material quantity returned from production department. It is posted in purchase column. Okay, right. Sir, how much quantity received from production department? 5 units. Right, sir. There is no information about the rate per unit, sir. Don't worry. In that case, earlier issue is made at the rate of 5.75. That price should be taken. So 5.75, 5.75, 5.75, 5.75. So 5 into 5.75 is equal to 28.75. So there is no rate. So there is no information about the rate, sir. There is no information about the rate. In that situation, earlier issue is made on 5.75. That rate should be taken. So 5 into 5.75, that is 28.75. Then how to write the balance? Sir, this item returned from production department. So this item is returned from production department. At next the request time low, this item is issued. So to write first item, so 5.75, 28.75. So returned from production department item is always put on first lot. So is always put on first lot. So 5.75, 28.75. Remaining lots 25, 6.10, 152.5, 152.5. Next 10, 5.75, 57.5, 57.5. So 57.5. Next 20th completed, sir. Next 22nd. Transfer from job 180 to job 187. So in production department, there is an internal transfer between the two jobs. This is not recorded in stores ledger. So internal transfers are not recorded in stores ledger. So ignore. Next issue. Next 26th, September 26th issue, sir. 26th issue. Issue request number, MRN number 146. MRN number 146. MRN number 146. MRN number 146, sir. Quantity. Request quantity 10 units. Request quantity 10 units. Right. These 10 units are pricing under FIFO, that is received first, issued first. First lot 5.75, value 28.75, sir. Next, remaining. So total request 10, sir. 5 units were already issued. Remaining 5 units, second lot, sir. Take second lot. So out of 25, 5 units were issued to production department. So 5 into 6.10. 5 into 6.10 is equal to 30.5, sir. 30.5. Next, remaining 20, 6.10, 152.5. Next, 10, 5.75, 57.5. 57.5. Okay. So 26th completed, sir. Completed. Right. Next date, sir. 29th. Transfer from department A to department B. So 5 units. So this is also internal transfer in production department. So this is not recorded in stores ledger. So it is adjusted in production department journals. So department A to department B, transfer from department A to department B, receiver department B, giver department A. So entry department B receiver debit, department B account debit to department A account. So, in department A account cost statement that should be deducted, department B account cost sheet that should be added. So, it is not posted in stores ledger. So, please ignore. Next, shortage in stock takings. September 30th stock takings. Shortage due to the stock takings, shortage in stock takings. Shortage in stock takings. How much quantity, sir? 2 units, sir. 2 units. So, 2 units. 2 units. So, this shortage is recorded in the issue column. So, physical counting, ledger balance. There is a difference between physical counting and ledger account balance. That should be treated as shortage. That should be treated as shortage. So, 2 units for shortage. So, these 2 units are valued under FIFO basis, under FIFO method. So, first in first out, that is received in first and issued first. Received in first, that is shortage in first. So, 2 6.10 2 into 6.10, 2 into 6.10 is equal to 12.2, 12.2, right. Next, 18, 6.10, 18 into 6.10, 109.8, 109.8, remaining 10 units, second lot 10 units 5.75, 57.5, 57.5. So, closing inventory 109.8 plus 57.5, sir, 57.5, 167.3. So, that is the answer. Closing stock, value of closing stock is equal to 167.3. Value of closing stock equal to 167.3. So, value of closing stock equal to 18 units, 18 units at the rate of 6.10 plus 10 units at the rate of 5.75. So, is equal to 109.8 plus 57.5, 57.5 is equal to 167.3, 167.3. Okay, next. So, write up the price stores ledger under FIFO method and discuss how you would treat the shortage in stock takings. So, here shortage under FIFO method value is 12.20, sir. So, value of shortage equal to, value of shortage equal to 12.20, 12.20, right. September 9th replacement, sir. So, note point mentioned, sir. Please note the note point, sir. Note. Goods received as replacement from vendor, goods received as replacement from vendor, goods received as replacement from vendor should be treated as fresh purchase, should be treated as fresh purchase. So, goods received as replacement from vendor should be treated as fresh purchase, So, this is the problem, sir. So, problem number 18 completed, sir.